forward. Trevor's going to run it if he wants. He's going to run it forward. He's along the left sideline. Trevor's into the end zone. Touchdown! He ran it in. A 15-yard touchdown. Firing downfield. The ball's going to be caught. Rolling into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for Bayshell Toon. Fires once Etienne. Near the goal line. He dives for it. Touchdown! They snuck Travis Etienne out of the backfield, and he scored a touchdown with 21 seconds to play and a half. How good is that? Fire. That's Etienne in the middle of the field. Caught. Touchdown! Yet another touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. Yet another touchdown catch for Travis Etienne, and the Jags have extended the lead, an 8-yard score. Inside of their stays on his feet, 30-yard line, 25, along the near sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Travis Etienne has scored again from 45 yards away. How good is that?
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, Tom McManus, and Dylan Denmark.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday, and I think it is a happy Friday for most Jaguar fans as the front office gets a deal done with Jacobe Meyers to lock him up for the next several seasons here in Teal. Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Dempsey along with Tony Smith. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
How are things?
Very good.
How did you take the news yesterday?
It was nice that, look, I'm glad that we asked the question we did on Wednesday.
Right.
Because we can't ask it anymore today. But he's always been the guy when we talk about the potential free agents for the Jags that was the top of the priority list, right? For virtually everybody was getting the Myers thing done. They had done the 4th and 6th round pick to bring him in. Mm-hmm. He's had the impact that he's had. Get it over with, right? Was kind of how it felt to me. And to get it done before the season even ends, you don't have to think about free agency, what this is going to look like. It's done. And he's going to be here for the next 3 years. And good. Good on the front office, good on everybody that it worked out the way that it did.
Tom McManus, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
How's that overflow in PB&J?
I told you how I made it. It's going to be scrumptious, man. I can't wait.
Double jelly layer on that?
Yeah, it was a triple decker, right?
Yeah.
The small bread, but I have the middle piece has got jelly on both sides, and it's oozing right now. It's calling my name, but I usually wait till the start of the second hour. You know, I kind of pace.
You want to make sure it's nice and room temperature.
Well, that and I've already had breakfast, right? So this is more of a snack.
Gotcha.
Mid-morning snack.
All right, just ready to go.
Yeah.
Snack.
Yeah, a little protein, a little carbs, a little sugar.
What did you make of Jacobe Meyers?
I love it. I mean, look, you brought him in here. He served a phenomenal purpose. You're rewarding him, so he's one of your guys that you're rewarding. That sends a great message to the team, right?
Yeah,
and it
absolutely.
It says that, hey, man, we appreciate you, and we're glad you're here for the next 3 years at the minimum.
It was silly. I heard people say in the last – because this has been a topic for a few weeks. Like, man, he's clicked immediately. Yep. Let's get this guy signed. And so people were like, no, we're focusing on the season. No. James Gladstone doesn't have to focus on the season.
No.
He can. Right. This is what you do. That's get ahead of things. Yeah. Absolutely. It's his job.
It's a great job by getting that done.
I don't think it'll be the last extension we see. At the timing of which I have no idea. You know, I don't know if we'll see anything more before the end of the regular season. Maybe we'll see something by the end of the day for all I know. I have no idea what their timetable is. But I'm sure they're looking. They know they don't have a first-round pick next year, and they will get Travis Hunter back in the fold. But this guy has changed your offense, and you're looking at how well you're playing. You're ranked right now top 10 offensively and defensively in the National Football League. You don't want to lose your key pieces.
What about Devin Lloyd? Do you think he would be a candidate, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
right? But what is Devin? Here's the thing.
What's the cost?
Right. Devin Lloyd, the franchise number for Devin Lloyd is like $27 million, right? Maybe a little north of that, right? Projected for 1 year.
Unbelievable.
I don't think you want to pay Devin Lloyd $27 million. Right. I don't. That's like you're paying. Is Devin Lloyd as impactful as Jacobe Meyers? Probably so, with the season that he's had. How often is he going to have this kind of season? And from my perspective, right, Jacoby's making 20 a year now going forward for the next 3 years. I don't know. I think that's a lot of money for Devin Lloyd, but if you come in and try to sell him on some team-friendly vision, well, he's probably going to want to wait until free agency to see what his market value is. So I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon.
Right. He'd have a market. You know,
I would think so, yeah.
Coming off that season, they'd want to see if he could duplicate it in their team, and hopefully we could figure out some common ground. I wouldn't want to see him leave.
Not at all. You know? Look, I don't want to see Travis Etienne leave, but we asked that question yesterday or Wednesday, which one of these guys could you most afford to let go?
Right.
Myers, Van Lanen, Lloyd, or Etienne. And, 50% of the vote went to ETN basically, including what I felt, because it is a more replaceable position. It doesn't mean he's not important. Doesn't mean he hasn't done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
But you can find running backs that can do a phenomenal job easier, it feels like, than filling some of these other spots, particularly left tackle.
No doubt. And when you look at the contract numbers for Devin Lloyd, and again, we got a big game to get ready for, so we don't want the whole show to be about contracts.
Money.
Right, for the players, obviously. But when you look at that franchise number, that's because the edge rushers get paid in that linebacker room.
Right.
Right? And so when you look at the off-ball linebackers, that's Fred Warner's getting 21, right? Which is Devin Lloyd should probably be at or a little bit below that on whatever the new deal is going to be for him, but that's not the franchise number. Right? So there's a lot of leverage on the Lloyd side of things to say, look, we can see what free agency looks like unless you want to pay us $20 a year. Right? Like that's the conversation that you would think his side is having with the Jaguars. $20 a year, we can talk. If that's not what you want to go to, that's fine. We'll see what free agency has to say.
Yeah. I think right now the front office has earned our trust.
Absolutely.
That, you know what, you've made more. You haven't been perfect. You've made some bad signings as well. I mean, look at De'Ami Brown. And then think of it this way with Jacobe Meyers. Is he worth twice what De'Ami Brown's worth? He's worth 10 times what De'Ami Brown's been worth to this football team this year. So you're paying him $10 million. You make $10 million mistakes every year in the National Football League. So, and you're going to make more if you're James Gladstone at some point. And that's okay as long as you counteract that with a higher percentage of hits.
Yeah, you balance it with the hits. Yeah, so Jacoby's an upgrade,
a huge hit.
And he's a good hit.
He's coming here for 6 games. They're 5-1. They should be 6-0 in that time period. He's been their leading receiver. He's scored 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's given you everything. He's allowed Brian Thomas Jr. to go back to working outside the hashes more. Just open things up. And, for all the people wondering, what does this mean for Travis Hunter? I'm not worried about it right now. You know what? Well, Travis Hunter is going to need to fit in where he can fit in. And if he is one of the best handful of receivers, he'll get a chance to continue to play on both sides of the ball. He'll certainly get an opportunity to play a bunch of cornerback for this team. It's not a bad thing to have more good players than fewer. I mean, it's pretty common sense.
Well, you never know what can happen, right? And you need those players if somebody gets hurt and you need them to jump in and perform.
Absolutely.
So,
I saw somebody say yesterday this was a sign that the Jags realized the Travis Hunter experiment's a failure.
Yeah, that's
like, what are you talking about? Like, he's hurt. This guy has come in and played great and has upgraded the receiving core, and you're rewarding a guy that you've already seen can fit into what you're doing.
And De'Ami had his opportunities to show that he could have been the guy, but he dropped too many, got, not playing well enough.
De'Ami had played like Jacoby Myers. We never would have traded for Jacoby Myers.
Exactly. They would have never brought him.
Right, and then maybe they would have talked about extending De'Ami at some point. You're right. But, that's not the path we went down. Good morning, Coach Denmark.
What's up?
What's up? You tell me. What's up, man? What's up?
What's up? What it do?
What's up? You tell us. You're all excited about something. You want to land at the feet of Tom McManus. Yeah.
Well, you see the big news that happened that dropped Saturday night in the world of culture. Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios broke up, and I'm surprised I made it through the week. You probably didn't even know about this, did you?
I don't know who Alex Earl is, but congratulations. It's 2025, so congrats.
I knew he knew.
Of course I know. I've got 3 daughters. She was on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Alex Earl is
she's some influencer that was on Dancing with the Stars.
Whatever.
She was on Dance with the Stars.
Okay.
And she was dating the wide receiver
Braxton Berrios.
Yeah. You know Alex Earl more than you know Braxton Berrios.
For sure.
Wow.
Well, from my daughters. I mean, not from me. I don't know who she is until I know that
she posted the breakup video. It had like 40 million views on TikTok and Instagram in like 3 days.
What do you mean the breakup video?
It was rumored that they broke up for 2 weeks, and then she posted a video that confirming? It's final. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's
crazy world out there,
people
Mike.
will click that knowing that the video says, hey, we broke up, and they'll click it just to...
I want to cry with her, man. It's getting her feels.
Did she cry? I don't know. Did you watch the video, Denmark?
I watched 10 seconds, and I said, I'm moving on with life.
Was she in her feels?
She was crying.
Was she?
Bawling.
People want to feel in their feels, too. They want to feel connected,
after the first second, she didn't care because you got the click.
Yes.
Right? That was it.
I
registered Denmark's click. Doesn't matter. That counts as a view. Right there. There's no time on task. We're not counting time on task. All right, so that was it? That's what you wanted to bring up with Tom?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, I thought it was something like,
important.
Yeah. It wasn't
I was
that
a little
much.
worried. He might have brought up for my pass or something.
Social media aside, your question of the day on social media today is what are your 3 keys to victory for the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Denver Broncos? Tom McManus will go through the tale of the tape, matching them up. We've got our NFL confidence picks. We'll take your calls today at 641-1010 on the phone lines or the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Stream us on YouTube, on X, on Facebook, and find us on social media at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at Meathead55, and at 1010XL Denmark.
Frog in the throat. Excuse me.
Excuse me. All right, we got to take our first time out. We'll come back. Let's break it down. Huge game. Biggest of the season so far. Biggest in the franchise's history, I'm told.
Without question
Tom,
this time.
Ever.
Without question.
And guess what? Next week will be bigger. But for now, that's what we got. We got Jags and the first place overall in the AFC, Denver Broncos on Sunday. Let's get into it. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Do you like your football scrambled or sunny side up?
3 eggs over easy.
It's the Terminix Kickoff Show with Hayes Carline. 5 hours before kickoff. Activated by American Electrical Contracting and Campione Law on 1010XL.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville Trucks. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and if you're still looking for the perfect Christmas gift, or you just want to treat your own truck right, head to Leonard Truck Outfitters this week. If it makes your truck look better, ride better, or work harder, Leonard's has it. And they install it all right there with the best team in town. If you're shopping for someone else or yourself, Leonard Truck Outfitters has you covered for Christmas. 2 easy locations, Landing and Beach Boulevard. Leonard Truck Outfitters, built for the way you work, play, and drive this Christmas.
Have a ball picking the bowls.
You've got the chance to win $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Brought to you by Burlock & Barrel, American whiskey.
You pick 'em.
Log on to 1010XL.com and start picking.
Ho, ho, ho! When I need gifts for special people, I go to Tobacco Cove at 3849 Bay Meadows Road. They have everything you need to make Christmas as special as they are. Find the finest in limited cigars, pipes and pipe tobacco, and the accessories that make life easier like humidors, cutters, and lighters. And don't forget Lampe Bergère fragrance lamps. So, take my advice and go to Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road, and make this Christmas one they'll remember.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and joy. Comfort food and the joy that comes with digging into a huge plate of diner favorites from Metro Diner. And to make things even more merry, now through the end of the year, they're adding on a $10 bonus card with every $50 spent on gift cards. Metro Diner gift cards are the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Friends, family, or coworkers. Stop by the diner or metrodiner.com and get all your gift shopping done easily. Happy holidays from Metro Diner.
The Golf Club of Southampton has big plans for 2026, renewing the greens plus plenty more. But right now's the time to take advantage of member opportunities before the big renovation. Now until the end of December, you can join and save $1,500 off their initiation fee, plus $500 back in a gift card with a 12-month commitment. All the details are at golfsouthampton.com. Playability for every skill level and a huge practice area to hone your game. Lock in now and enjoy membership privileges at the Golf Club of Southampton.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, I'm worried.
You?
Really? About what?
Well, I like to have a little seasonal potluck. Invite some friends and neighbors and guys from the office. But if the food gets spicy and the party gets rocking and that old toilet in the two-piece can't handle the traffic, well, what if my drain backs up right in the middle of everything?
Dude, imagine you're wearing my sunglasses.
Okay. Shoomp. Whoa.
If you're planning to host a holiday party and a blocked household drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, call us and tell us. The drain clearing experts at Bueller Air and Plumbing will unclog your drain for free.
You do that for free?
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but for free?
The holidays can get pretty hectic. If a clogged drain line threatens to ruin the whole thing, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mac in the Middle, Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
All right, we got the tail of the tape coming up today. It should be, I imagine, a fairly close one between the Jaguars and the Denver Broncos through the eyes of one Tom McManus, and we'll get to that along the way. 641-1010 if you want to get in. With your keys to victory today, what do the Jags need to do to beat the Denver Broncos? I think we'd all agree, can't let that pass rush wreck the game. As I heard Hicks say this morning, if they have a pass rush like the Rams did, where they're getting 7 sacks on you, you're probably not going to win. I don't know if there's any probably about it.
You won't.
Right. If you let them lean into their strength, they've been so good at it. Now, then again, Denver doesn't blow you away.
Right.
They haven't blown anybody away.
No, right.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 1 or 2 along the way, but for the most part, 12 one-possession games this year. They're 10-2. They lost 2 of the first 3 weeks by a total of 4 points and haven't lost since. And, they know how to play these fourth quarter games.
Yeah, they do. I saw a stat today. Their fourth quarter scoring's like ridiculous.
Well, they had the one
especially at home
comeback against the Giants where they were down huge in the fourth quarter. I mean, the game was all but over. Like, what? And you looked up and Denver won that game. So, I mean, credit them for doing it. I'm not knocking their win total. We're proud of the wins we have. Yeah, it's nice to win occasionally by a laugher type score.
Yeah. But these teams are pretty close to each other in terms of where they're at. I mean, Denver's a little bit better in different categories statistic-wise, but as far as like points scored, points against, they're really close. 8 common opponents. When you look at how they won or lost them, and especially how they won them, it's not by crazy margins. If anything, we beat the way we beat the Chargers really stands out. So it's just interesting how, look, they are number 1 seed right now, Denver. Mm-hmm. They are a very good team. There's no doubt about it. You don't go on a run like they've been on if you're not good. But like you said, they didn't blow people out. The common opponents are really, you got Tennessee, Indy, the Chargers, Cincy, the Jets, Houston, Vegas, and KC. You go look. I wrote them all down. We don't have to go through them, but you look at them and like they're. Even their wins are close, some of them.
Well, statistically, the Broncos are better than the Jags offensively, right? But it's 10 yards a game difference. You're talking about one pass, one run.
Right.
Throughout the course of 60 minutes. They're 20 yards a game better offensively. One drop, exactly.
Yeah, from a Jaguars perspective.
Right. You take 5 or 6 of the drops that they had, Tony, and they're probably even in terms of total yardage this year.
We're actually scoring. Obviously, we've been on a run scoring, with the 36.
Absolutely.
But overall, we're 2.5 points more than them scoring per game. On defense, they're about 2 points lower than us. So when you balance that out, it's like pretty close. So it's
absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen some contentions that the Jaguars don't know what they're about to face. It's going to be the best defense they faced. Well, Houston's the number 1 defense in the league. They played them twice. The Chargers are the number 2 defense in the league.
Right.
And they've beaten them handily. Yeah. So right now, after Seattle gave up all those points last night, they fell out of the top 5. And they moved down as Denver moved up, I think, to 4 with Green Bay 5th now overall. Cleveland has been weak, and Cleveland was really strong for a while. Last few weeks, they've kind of fallen on hard times defensively, but that's not our concern.
That's right.
Look, I get it from the perspective of Denver's really good defensively, and that's enough to be said. They're as good as any defense the Jags have played this year, probably, right? Houston I put at the top, but they're about as good, and they're home, right? And it's going to be a full building. It's going to be crazy in that place for this game this week. So whatever advantages you can get, they're going to have from playing this game in Denver, and they're good on that side of the ball. So those things will be exaggerated for this particular matchup. I get that from, look, if I was a Broncos, we were doing Broncos today, we'd be saying similar things.
Yeah, we won 11 in a row. We're the best team in the AFC, and we're going to kill them.
Like, I get that kind of thing, but it doesn't mean you're right when you say they haven't faced anything like us. Yes, they have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, the Broncos aren't going to throw anything at the Jaguars. They're going to be like, whoa, that looks like what now? Like, they've seen this, and they've dealt with this. They've dealt with it very well to this point this season.
I tell you what they're going to have to figure out is how to defend these crossing routes and different levels of crossing routes that Liam Cohen puts together. I mean, it was unbelievable last week. Can they somehow control that? You know, those dig routes were wide open. They were perfect time, perfect throws. You know, it's just felt like a bread and butter type play.
You see the Chase Daniel breakdown of Trevor this week?
I don't think – no, I didn't.
Yeah, it's about a 3-minute clip going through – 3 of his throws from this game. It was the touchdown to Brian Thomas.
Awesome.
It was the crossing route to Jacoby Meyers. And he's like, literally, you want to throw this ball 1 yard outside the hash. And when the ball settles in his hands, he's maybe 1.5 yards outside the hash. I mean, it's as he's moving towards that spot, it's like he's like highlights. He threw it in between 4 defenders.
I know.
You know, in great timing. And then, of course, the throw to Parker Washington on the rollout,
that was great.
Which he called the best throw he's seen from him this year.
Yeah.
I think he is what he said. Or the best throw that he has watched on film from Trevor this year, anticipating. And when you highlight where Parker was, and he never broke stride. This wasn't like a scramble drill.
It was a deep crosser.
It was a deep crosser. And where he was when Trevor let the ball go and how he threw him open to the spot. Because when he threw it, he was covered.
Right.
And by the time the ball got to him, he was open because he made it to a spot that he could run.
Across his body, by the way, too,
run out
which is
to
a
it.
Wicked hard thing to do.
Unbelievable. Going backwards across his body. It was unbelievable arm strength, about 40 yards in the air. And pinpoint accuracy. So it was very cool. A lot of good. It's nice when he plays well. There's a lot of good video out there of the breakdowns. All right, let's go to the phones for the first time this morning. Tom's tail of the tape coming up as the hour goes along in the matchup with the Denver Broncos. Let's get Cody first off today on Jaguars Today. Cody, good morning.
Duval. How are you guys doing on this Friday morning?
Good. What's up?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. I'm heading to Denver in the morning. I'm super excited. The Jacoby signing is amazing. I love. That's why I love James Gladstone. I wanted to ask you guys, where would you guys rank this game being late in the season in the franchise's history? I think it's pretty big right now.
It's big. I mean, it's not bigger than any of the games down the stretch in 96. It's not bigger than a lot of games to me because I think even if you lose this game, you're going to the playoffs. You know, I mean, you're not locked in yet. So, I mean, it's big from a let America sit up and take notice standpoint.
It's an affirmation game if they win.
Sure.
You affirm what you already believe in that locker room.
But the stakes in this game are not as big as some games that the Jags have played along the way. I mean, they played must-win or your season's over games plenty of times. So this is not that.
Yeah, it almost feels like you go back to when the Giants beat the Pats in the Super Bowl. That last game, they played their starters the whole time, and they figured out.
It was like 38-35.
38-35, exactly. And they figure out maybe how to beat them if they ever played them again.
Or they at least psychologically knew that
had
they
the
matched
confidence,
up with
right?
it. Right,
which is great.
So if you go in there, even if the Jags lose by 3, but you go in there, you go, man, we did this out of character, this out of character, this out of character. We know we can go into that building and play pretty well and go toe to toe. I think they already feel that way. I don't think they look at Denver and say Denver's on such a higher plane than everybody else. They happen to have the best record, and congrats for them to find ways to win those 11 in a row. But they could have easily lost 4 or 5 of those games.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely, no doubt. Listen, they're a tough opponent, but they're not the benchmark yet. We don't know who the benchmark is in the AFC, do we? I mean, you could put us in there. You could put New England in there.
They are at the moment.
Yeah,
they're
the
the
number
top.
one seed. They're the number one seed.
They've won 11 in a row.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'll give them their credit.
Right. But I don't look at them like this giant of a team, and we're like,
I don't think there is that team.
Yeah.
I think
No, that's
more
what I'm saying.
people going into last night would have said that team was the Rams.
I thought so, too.
And then they lose to Seattle. Now the Rams probably have to go on the road as a wild card throughout the NFC playoffs. That outcome last night, that overturning on the 2-point call.
Crazy.
Could decide home field advantage throughout in the NFC playoffs and
wow.
ultimately who makes it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, look, the Jags are playing for the third season in 4 years. They're not going to play a meaningless game in December.
Right.
Like, that just doesn't exist. 2022, it didn't exist. It didn't exist in 23. They just never met the moment.
Right.
Right, like throughout that entire run. And this year, certainly, they're not going to play any game where it means nothing.
Yeah.
From this point going forward. So good for them for putting themselves in that position. The fans are feeling it.
Yep.
Obviously, this is a massive matchup this week, an opportunity, like you said. It's a measuring stick kind of thing. It's like, we can go toe-to-toe with the best team right now in the AFC. Watch us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, look, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a win-win. They got nothing to lose. Like, you lose this game. Now, granted, if it goes really bad, then you're going to have to learn a lot. But if you lose a close game, you're going to learn from that. And if you win, it's that affirmation that you already believe.
Yeah.
That we are just as good as them, if not better. We're going to prove it to, the National Football League. So to me, that's a great position to be in. They're very confident. Listen, both these, whoever runs the ball, I know it sounds crazy. It might be the quarterbacks taking off and running, but whoever runs the ball, man, is going to have a lot of success. But they don't run the ball. They stop the run. We stop the run. We're number 1 in yards a game. They're number 2. We're number 3 in yards per carry. They're number 2. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really tight in those trenches. I'll tell you one of the keys, in my opinion, if I may.
Sure.
Eric Armstead over their guards. I think he's got to really, and Hamilton, got to have a very, very big impact in this game. Their tackles are very good. We got good rush ends. I know we do. But if we could get some interior pounding in there, getting in that backfield, run and pass, I think we'll have a great shot at getting after Bo Nix.
Well, that's the question. Can you get that done? Quinn Meinert's one of the better interior players in the National Football League, and that's primarily a guy Eric Armstead's going to see, for most of his reps on Sunday. So.
Right. Well, you know what?
I'm with you.
You're not top of the food chain for a reason. Not for a reason. You're 6'7", 300 pounds, and you should be able to
understand
handle some people. So.
But, Meinert's is, like, if you battle him to a draw, I think that's a good day.
Yep.
That's not a guy you usually have a winning day against. I mean, you look at the results. They're winning every week.
I know.
I don't think their run game, though, is very dominant. I think
agree
you can
with
make that team one-dimensional. And then the question is, can you keep Bo Nix inside the pocket?
Yeah.
Their defense makes virtually every game kind of ugly.
It does.
Right. Like, that's what they've been able to hang their hat on, is their defense always keeps them alive.
Yep.
In whatever contest they're in. So we'll see.
Yep. All right, let's take a time out here. Cody, thank you for the call. 641-1010 if you want to add your voice to the conversation. Tom will start on offense with the tail of the tape matching the Jags and the Denver Broncos. When we return in a moment, you're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
Ready to take your gift giving to the limit? Hey, I'm Ben Kay, owner of Gotham City Limit, your local comic shop, inviting you to stop by and see how we can help this holiday season. From comics to collectibles, community, and more, visit GothamCityLimit.com and always take it to the limit.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. proud partner of the Jaguars.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.com.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
This holiday season, sending a floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers is a classy move, no matter who it's for. Jack O'Brien here. Kuhn Flowers is the most respected name in the floral business. Find out why when you go to KuhnFlowers.com.
Hey, it's Joe C. The chill is in the air and your backyard can still be the heart of the season. Gather your family around a beautiful outdoor fireplace from Isocurrent or Napoleon, expertly installed by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. From elegant stone fireplaces to wood burning or gas fire pits, CSS creates cozy spaces where memories are made and where every night can feel like a celebration. You dream it, they can build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
CSS. Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295. Checkmate.
I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, adorable mascot for Checkmate Coatings.
If you're thinking of refinishing your garage floor, there's two things you need to know about us. My family has been in the concrete coatings industry for more than 40 years.
And I was drawn 6 months ago by an artist in New Jersey.
Why is that even relevant?
Well, you said 40 years experience, so I had to give them something.
Over the years, we've worked closely with major manufacturers to develop a multi-layer application process that creates beautiful, durable, and long-lasting floors.
So even decades from now, your garage floor will look as gorgeous as it did the day it was installed.
Experience?
Check. Durable?
Check. Decades of experience making garage floors gorgeous? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
Yeah, Denmark was surprised. He hadn't seen this one. He sent us the clip of Sean Payton yesterday being asked about the Jags. It's a smaller market, but you see a real good team. Like, huh? What?
What's that got to do?
Who asked you
Playing
that?
baseball?
Yeah. Who asked you? Is he signaling to the referees like, hey, we expect to get the calls this week?
Maybe.
Because we're the number one seed at home against a small market. I mean, why else are you bringing up market size?
I don't
what
know.
Is market? Did you say that about Green Bay last week? Oh, it's a small market.
Right.
But they're a good team.
Right.
Up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tiny Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it must have been on his mind. Like they've been talking about it, obviously.
It's the weirdest thing.
It is weird.
Like, why would you even go down
Bring
that road?
up? Like, who cares?
Has no bearing on the game. Has no bearing on anything.
Or maybe it does.
Maybe it does. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he's sending subliminal messages. I just can't wait till the Bears move to Northern Indiana. I really can't. And I hope it happens. I really do. All these people, you're going to move. They're going to move. Jaguars going to be London Jaguars, LA Jaguars. No, apparently not. Apparently we're the Jacksonville Jaguars for at least another 30-ish years or more.
And they're going to play in downtown Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yes, in downtown
Which
Jacksonville.
should.
Right. And
that deal at Arlington Park. I grew up right around there. That deal for Soldier
right.
Field.
They want to pay. The Bears will pay for their stadium.
Yeah.
But they don't want to pay apparently for the infrastructure around it, like the roads and stuff like that.
Right.
And I mean, they want to pay for the whole facility, and they're like,
yeah.
Gary,
We'll go to
Indiana, is looking pretty good right about now.
Gary, Indiana.
The Gare Bears, as
The
somebody
Gare
called them on social media.
That town stinks, They got
Gare
some
Bears.
kind of mill. We'd have to drive through there. Yeah,
they have a mill. It's a mill town.
Yeah, Gary, Indiana. There's a song about how bad it smells.
Is it still that way though? You never know, right?
Yeah.
Jacksonville used to have its own.
That was the old
particular
station
thing.
wagon, treks across country, and that was one, like a milestone as we getting home. Oh, we're at Gary. It's gonna smell.
The stench of Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Isn't that where the Jackson 5 is from, right? Gary, Indiana?
Are they from Gary?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
the Jacksons are from Gary, Indiana.
Okay, cool.
So there you go.
Yeah.
All
comes together.
At Tito Jackson Stadium, welcome your Northern Indiana Bears. All right, let's go to the lines here with Jeff on the north side, then we'll get to Tom's tail of the tape on offense for this matchup. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Duval.
Duval.
All right. So, yeah, I actually have family that lives up in Gary, Indiana, so it's kind of funny you mentioned that. It's way worse than what you'd imagine.
Oh, dear.
It's littered with drugs and violence and crime and all that stuff. So it's gotten pretty bad. But I haven't been up there in about 5 years or so, so it's probably gotten a little bit better. But I can't imagine it being too much better. But getting to the Jaguars coming up this weekend, now I'm stoked. It's wild to me because we had the 2017 team, the 2022 team. 2017 team was special because of the defense, but this year it feels way different because it's not only the defense that's clicking, it's also the offense, and there's so much to be excited about, and it's really an interesting matchup. I've been hearing a lot of people saying we can go up against the Broncos. It'll be a close game. We're not really heavily favored by anybody to even compete in that game, really. Which is wild to me with the disrespect from that, because we got a team that we can literally go in there and just upset the crap out of them and then come away with not only the respect that we deserve, but a real shot at being, if not number one seed with things happening, but a legitimate number two seed with multiple playoff games here in Jacksonville. And I think that's a game changer.
All right. I appreciate it, man. I hope you're right. I hope they win. And I'll say this. I see a few national people picking the Jags to win this game, and the line is like Denver by 3.5, depending on where you look.
Right.
Which tells me this is a pick'em game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't – when you say nobody's giving them a chance, I don't think that's the case at all.
No.
I don't get that sense. Now, I think more people will pick Denver, but guess what? Again – they're the team with an 11-game winning streak, playing at home. They're the number one seed. It's a notoriously tough place to play if you're not used to the altitude.
Yeah.
I mean, there are legitimate reasons to pick the Broncos to not have Jag fans be upset about it.
Right, and more people around the country have seen Denver on TV than they've seen the Jaguars.
And that will continue to be the case this weekend.
How about that?
Nobody's going to see this game. That's fine.
No, we don't care.
You know
Us
what?
against them, baby.
Let us sneak out. And look, Jeff, to your point, though, like Liam Cohen said, the respect's not coming. They're not going to give it to us. They're not going to all of a sudden turn around and start lauding your team. And if they do, there's an agenda. They are going to talk about what they think is going to put eyes on television or ears to the radio.
Yep.
And granted, look, Jacksonville's a good team. We know they are. We talk about them every day. But they're not going to move the needle nationally like the Dallas Cowboys or the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And maybe never.
It's going to take
but
a long time.
You need some
to match those
seasons
teams.
for sure.
So be it. All right, Tom, let's get to it. Quarterback.
Let's do it, man.
Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix. Who has the edge when these two teams meet on Sunday?
Obviously, Bo only in his second year, but having another good year, had a good rookie year. Trevor playing some of his best football. Bo Nix playing some of his best football. When you look at stat-wise, their ratings are very close. Bo only by, I think, 2 points. Last week, they both had their highest ratings, 130+. Trev at 136, Bo at 134. So they're really close. 23 touchdowns to 27. Both have 23, sorry. And, 11 picks to 9. He's been sacked only 16 times. Bo Nix, Trev 32. 14 of those came in 2 games, though, against L.A. and Seattle. So I'm going to go a push on this one.
Okay.
I think it's
that's
that
fair.
close, man. You got to give Trevor a lot of credit for the way he's playing. And look, I haven't watched Bo Nix week in and week out, but you go through the game logs and see what he did. He's had a really, really good year himself.
No, he's had a good year. He's at times, though, that offense has been kind of hard to watch as well.
Yeah.
And especially since they lost J.K. Dobbins, which brings us to running back.
Yep.
We won't have Bajal Tootin, so you can't count him this week.
Right.
Travis Etienne, LaQuint Allen, and others versus R.J. Harvey and a smattering of others.
Yeah, basically R.J. Harvey. They got another back that they use. I had him written down here.
Tyler Bidet.
Bidet, but very, very little. And another guy named Jaleel McLaughlin, who's even less than that. It's really R.J. running the show for them. He was good out of the backfield, and now he's got to be the horse. He's okay. He averages 3.8 yards a carry.
The word was the Jags wanted him.
Yeah.
Right?
No, out of college,
That when he went 60th overall, that's when that triggered them to you know what, we're willing to trade back now.
Yeah.
And they ended up moving back and picking up those extra third-rounders from Detroit for next year.
5'8", 205, so you got to find him behind the line, and then he's pretty powerful. But I'm still going with our guys, even with Tootin out.
The year Etienne's
having a phenomenal year. And I think LaQuint is when he dropped that dude to hitting him in the ribs, man, on that chip, I just love that guy. He's great. So I'm going with the Jags on the running.
All right, pass catchers, wide receivers, tight ends.
Listen, Cortland Sutton's unbelievable. 15 big plays, 6 touchdowns. Troy Franklin, 8 bigs, 6 touchdowns. Our guy BT's at 10 and 2, and then you've got a few. You got Strange, who's done a great job at 7 and 1. Patrick's had his. I'm going with the Jags. I think it's kind of close.
Yeah, I'd push this one.
Would you?
Yeah. You don't have to though.
No, I don't think I'm gonna. Look, I know Pat Bryant's coming back. He could be a problem. Marvin Mims is a really good return guy. We'll get to them, but I'm still gonna go with our guys because I think Strange takes it over Ingram and Troutman.
That's a good point.
So I'm gonna go with our Jags.
Okay, and then O-line.
O-line is the Denver Broncos. They're one of the best in the leagues. You don't give up, I think 16, 17 sacks. The running game could be better, so you got to throw that in there. But I'm gonna take the Denver Broncos offense.
Yeah, it is surprising, Tony. I think to see the Jags with 32 sacks when you've seen how many games they've had where at times Trevor Lawrence hasn't even been touched. Never mind, brought down to the ground. You know,
5 games where Trevor hadn't even been hit.
Yeah, it's not like a slam dunk for them, but I'm definitely giving them the nod.
All right, so 2 checks for the Jags, 1 for the Broncos, and a push at the quarterback position. We'll get to the defense when we return in a moment. Tom McManus is here. If you want to get in, talk a little Jaguar ball. Let us know how excited you are for the matchup and what you'll be looking for. What are some of your keys to victory for Jacksonville against Denver? You can hit us up at 641-1010. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Listen for live bowl games all bowl season on Jacksonville's Bowl Station, 1010XL.
It's a Friday bowl doubleheader starting at noon with the Myrtle Beach Bowl, followed by the Gasparilla Bowl at 3:30 on 1010 a.m.
Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
The good guys wanted no turbulence against their opponents, and they made sure there wouldn't be any on their opening drive. Trevor Lawrence led the team on a 9-play, 72-yard drive, capped off by a BTJ touchdown to give themselves a 7-0 lead with 10:18 left in the opening period. The 4-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Attention small business owners. Did you know you can get 100% tax deduction on a brand new Cadillac?
That's right. Choose your new Cadillac and qualify for a 2025 tax deduction of up to 100% of the purchase price.
There's never been a better time to own a Cadillac and drive your business forward in style.
Visit Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville today for incredible deals and expert advice.
Don't miss your chance. Experience the luxury you deserve and the savings you need.
Plus tax tag title, $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet, where there's chances galore to put a little extra winnings under the tree this holiday season. Santa's checked his list twice, and you're on the Hard Rock Bet Nice list. Sign up now. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you'll win $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings stuffed in your stocking. Now that's holiday magic. It's all on the Hard Rock Bet app. Download it now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Protect what matters most with Liberty Safes. Trusted, secure, and made in America. See them at Noel's Lock and Safe, North Florida's largest safe dealer, where sales, delivery, and installation are all under one roof. Visit the showroom on Blanding Boulevard or go to libertysafesofnorthflorida.com.
No one knows more about fishing the First Coast than Captain Kevin Faber. The Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services. And Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 48th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget. And with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach open 7 days a week in December.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and the fall part of the year just offers so much fun, especially when you're out and about. Tell everybody what's happening with Triumph right now.
They have got a lot of new models on the road, from Scrambler 400s. They've got the legendary Rocket motorcycle. Lots of really cool bikes to choose from.
And the price point and all the tricks that come with the Triumph bike, they're all there.
They're all there. Entry level to the greatest of the great. We've got them.
Look for them online, cyclesofjacksonville.com. Check out their Facebook page or that showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
Happy holidays, Googans. Santa Dan here. It's the holiday season, and that means hopefully more off time with the fam. Need a solid gift idea for the spouse or a specific family member? Beaches Dermatology can ensure that your special someone gets a great gift that won't break the bank and won't go hidden in a drawer. Botox, skin treatments, you name it, they have it. Take care of that spouse of yours this holiday season with a gift from Beaches Dermatology. Call today or go online at beachesdermatology.com.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
If you're listening to 1010 and you're a parent, chances are your kids are playing sports. Check out i9sports.com with spring and summer registration open right now. In the gym or on the field, and now at Tokoi Creek High School and Westside Middle. Check it out, i9sports.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Tom McManus.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
All right, Tommy Mack in studio here with us. How's Helmets and Heels going there, Mr.
It's
McManus?
fun. Yeah, good times. I have a good time with the girls. Sometimes I feel like I'm at home at my kitchen table. It's just different content, same tone, same kind of stuff, but it's great, man. No, they do a great job, and we have a good time. Just me and Taylor today. We're downtown at the Billiards Invitational. That's brought on by Visit Jacksonville. So we're going to be at the Hyatt for our show.
I fancied myself a pool player back in my college days.
I still like playing pool.
The more I drank, the better I was, man.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how that works, but yeah.
Okay, never. Yeah.
That's the only time I ever played.
Yeah.
And I got progressively better as the night went on.
Are you a lefty or righty?
Righty.
I'm a lefty for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. I shoot pool lefty.
Okay.
Right hand out, lefty. Right?
I'm left hand out, right. Yeah, right hand on the stick. Yeah. That's how you play. We used to play at Churchill's Attic in St. Augustine, which I think is now Harry's Seafood.
Okay.
Down on the bayfront.
Yeah.
Right. And upstairs, You had to.
What a cool place to play pool.
It was a really. They had 2 pool tables in the upstairs.
Yeah, overlooking
and it was
the bay, or whatever
it
that
was
is.
a tiny and they had live music. They'd have a band up there.
Cool.
It would be packed to, elbow to elbow, the whole place. But the pool table, it was like one of those Kramer situations on Seinfeld. You didn't at one side of one of the tables, you didn't quite have the full reach, so you had to kind of plan your shots a little bit more.
You didn't have the miniature stick,
we did not have the mini stick. No, we did not have the mini. They might have had a mini stick there. I don't know, but you had to get used to that as well. Darts was more my game though.
Yeah, you like darts?
Oh,
I could shoot pool a good bit.
I wasn't good. I thought I was good. Like I could have a hot 2 games in a row, something like that, but I wasn't really a good pool player.
Yeah.
But I could play some darts.
There you go.
In the day.
Yeah,
Tommy.
why not?
Back in the day.
Yeah, man. Keep that mind going.
All right, let's get to. Is that what it does?
It does for me.
All right.
Like I like being active when I'm out. You know what I mean? I don't like just sitting around.
You like doing all the math to add up if you're down to 301, if you've got it down to 0 yet? You ever play 301 in darts? It's a pretty
I don't think I played 301.
Common darts game.
Is that when you got to go 20, 20, 20, 19, 19, 19?
No, you just you count down from 301 to 0.
Oh, just whatever you get.
Right, but you got to. A lot of times you got to double in, double out. Yeah. Meaning you got to start with a double, you got to end on a double.
Oh, really?
So if you got 2 left, if you get down to a point where you got 1 left, you can't. That last one.
It's got to be
count.
a double.
If you go over, it's out. You got to be a double.
Okay.
And on the number.
I've never played 301.
That's just one. That's
wild.
Cricket was the popular one
Okay.
back then. That's where you had 3 of each, 3 20s,
Okay, that's what it was
3 19s. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Learn
Defensive
something new on
line,
this show,
Tommy.
baby.
We're getting to the Jags and the Broncos.
By the
here.
way, sidebar, if I may.
Sidebar.
Grace is handing out cookies, and since it's the holiday season, I did have one. So I'm sorry to my peanut butter and jelly over here.
You cheated on your PB&J.
It was too hard to pass.
What did you have?
I had a chocolate chip.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's from
I don't know where they're from. They're all individually wrapped.
Yeah, it's from Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Phenomenal.
Okay.
So if you guys are looking for
So Grace is handing them out, I'm guessing.
I went to the bathroom. She was handing them. She was like, you want a cookie? I'm like, yeah, I'll take
I didn't know if, Grace baked a bunch of cookies or did something like that.
I think she's the deliverer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Tail of the tape. Defense.
Yes. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage.
Listen, they run a 3-4. So remember we went
You can do it however you like.
However I want. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me take the linebackers then first, if I could. Because if I included all 4, Benito and the whole crew, Singleton and the crew, I'd give them the nod. But if I'm going to the 2 inside guys with Lloyd and Aluakin and Dre Greenlaw
and Alex Singleton.
So Alex and Foye are pretty much having the same kind of year. They're both really having great years. Alex is a great player. There's no doubt about it. So I would say they're a wash. Greenlaw had 8 tackles against Green Bay, but he hasn't been a huge.
He hasn't made the impact plays I think that Lloyd has made.
And then I don't know how to pronounce the other guy's name. Stranad. He's got 3.5 sacks. He may come back.
Justin. I think it's Stranad, but
Stranad.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, Justin. Right.
I don't have to be on the call this week.
Maybe that's why Greenlaw was playing. But whatever. I'm taking our 2 inside guys. But if we got to go all 4, I'm going to take.
All right. So which way are you going? Because you can't double count them here. You counting,
I can't double count.
Counting the edge rushers with the line, or are you counting them with the linebackers?
You know what? I'm going to put the edge rushers with the line, and I'm going to keep the 2 linebackers. So I'm going to give them the D line.
Okay.
They're not just Zach Allen, not just Benito. They got other guys at
John Franklin Myers.
John Franklin Myers, yeah. Now their nose it's interesting. I checked out their nose. He was a draft pick out of San Fran. Came out of Ole Miss. Been around a while. 2017. 6 feet 305. So a shorter fire plug guy.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we can get some movement on him with our guards and the way they play. The double with Hainsey and get him moved, because that's the key to running the football.
I would imagine though a lot of teams have tried it. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, and they're really good against the run. I do think Singleton, I think, is if you don't know, it's like if you don't follow Foye and you don't watch him week in, week out, you don't appreciate how good he is. I think Singleton is one of those type guys.
And he had the cancer that he came back from.
Testicular cancer. Had surgery just like a month ago.
Yeah.
Missed 1 game.
Yeah.
Came back.
Yeah.
So giving a check to the Jags on the linebacker, and you're putting Benito and Cooper in with the
D-line.
D-line and giving the check to the Broncos. What about defensive backs?
Defensive backs. I mean, look, Surtain, the second's unbelievable. And I really looked at this one pretty hard because, at first I want to just say Denver. right? But then I break it down. I look at their stats. I mean, look, they're very good on third down. That has partly to do with it, partly with the rush. The yards per attempt against, they're really close. We're at 6.3. They're at 6.4 with a 58% completion percentage. So that's pretty impressive. We've got 18 picks. They've got 9. However, they've only given up 14 passing touchdowns. We've given up 23, right? So I was going to go push, but the reason I'm going to go Jaguars is I like our safeties. And Hufnagel or whatever his name is, Hufanga, he's a good player. I just think Antonio Johnson's playing really good football. I think Dewey's playing good. I'm going to give our DBs a check mark on this one.
All right.
But I think it's pretty tight. And listen, Surtain's unbelievable. Like, he's one of the best in the game.
I don't think we have a guy like that.
No.
That you feel comfortable just saying, okay, take Cortland Sutton and erase him from the game plan.
Agreed.
That's why, to me, it would be at least a push. Yeah. Because of the presence of Surtain.
Well,
It's not my checklist.
No, I know. And I know Riley Moss, he's another one that I think they go after him because he's got 15 pass breakups. So that means they're coming after him.
All right, special teams.
Special teams, I'm going our Jaguars. I mean, look, Marvin Mims is a very good punt returner, 6.4-yard average. He's a good kickoff returner at almost 27. But I'm taking P-Wash, and I'm taking Tootin's out. I'm taking LeQuint returning at a 50-yarder. Will Lutz, 20-23, long of 57. Cam, 23-27. Of course, we know what his long is. He's better at long range. Logan and Jeremy Crawshaw. Logan's got a little bit better than that, so I'm giving the check mark to our Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, head coach.
I got to give it to Sean Payton. He's been doing it longer. He's Super Bowl. He's got his team playing really well. I love Liam. I'd love to give him the check mark, but I'm just going to go with longevity on this one.
Don't post this in Denver. This will be bulletin board material for the Broncos. Here, Tommy gives 5 checks to the Jags, 3 to the Broncos, 1 push overall as we go offense through head coach. We'll come back. We'll talk X factors on the other side. We've got our did I add
I think I had 4 with the Broncos. Coach, DB,
D-line, and O-line. The Jags, you said.
Oh, wow. I did. I have the check mark over for them, though. I wonder why. No, I'm moving it over. Jags
just switch it entirely.
I'm sorry.
Midstream. A lot of thought went into this one.
Well, sometimes you got to think it out.
Okay.
So I just did.
Gotcha. So 5-3 to 1. 5-3-1.
There you go.
All right. We'll take a time out here. 1 hour in. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for Apex Roofing and Contracting with a message they'd like to pass along, even in a tough economic year. They wanted me to say thank you. Apex is a locally owned and operated company that truly appreciates every homeowner and business owner who trusts them and has trusted them with roof repairs, replacements, and construction projects all year long. So from the entire Apex crew and from me, happy holidays to all of our listeners, customers, and clients. And remember, for quality work from a team that cares about our community, you can trust ApexRoofingFL.com.
Jaguars Today.
For the Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL. The players leave it all on the field, and after it's over, the party gets started. Hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram bring you the window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter, nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Ho, ho, ho! When I need gifts for special people, I go to Tobacco Cove at 3849 Bay Meadows Road. They have everything you need to make Christmas as special as they are. Find the finest in limited cigars, pipes and pipe tobacco, and the accessories that make life easier like humidors, cutters, and lighters. And don't forget Lampe Bergère fragrance lamps. So, take my advice and go to Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road, and make this Christmas one they'll remember.
Picking here, this holiday, skip the gift that gets returned. I got a better idea. Give a custom pool from Surfside Pool. It's the ultimate present. Memories, relaxation, and instant hero status. Surfside Pools handles new builds, custom designs, heating, and weekly maintenance, so you get all the credit. Warning, may cause excessive smiles and backyard envy. Save the holidays, turn your backyard into paradise. Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. Float happy, gift responsibly. License number CPC 044080.
I know it's football season, but I know you love basketball too. And youth sports are always in season at the First Coast YMCA. Registration is now open for winter basketball at the Y. Today, more than ever, our kids need to experience the joy of being a kid while also learning the importance of teamwork, respect, and healthy living. At the Y, we're providing a safe, clean, fun environment with an exciting youth basketball league. Learn more at fcymca.org.
Really want to light up the night this New Year's Eve? Superior Fireworks on Blanding Boulevard has something for everyone on any budget. Their holiday sale is happening right now. Shop early and save big on their massive selection of quality fireworks. Don't get stuck with the same old this year. Let Superior Fireworks help you customize an amazing celebration with fountains, shells, repeaters, and grand finale racks. Visit the store in Orange Park or online at superiorfireworks.com.
Custom Home Builders. Fed up with your electrical and low voltage companies that ghost you mid-project, sparking delays? Unreliable subs and poor electrical work that derails your schedules? Denny Thompson here for Tyson Inc., experts in seamless electrical services for your custom builds. Pre-construction planning, integration, and installation, no hassle. Your homeowners will love the new Tyson showroom. Home builders team up with Tyson for your next home building project. TysonInc.com.
This is your local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Zero Res. The Jacksonville Jaguars have agreed to terms with wide receiver Jacoby Meyers on a 3-year, $60 million extension that includes $40 million guaranteed. In 6 games with Jacksonville, Meyers has caught 27 passes for 355 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's also rushed 4 times for 12 yards. The Jaguars will look for Meyers to help them out in a game that could be the most important game of the year against the Denver Broncos. Our coverage on 1010XL will begin at 11 a.m. with our kickoff show. Right now, 71 degrees at 11:03, time in 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
All right, the PB&J has been inhaled. McManus totally fueled up for hour 2 of Jaguars Today.
Grew.
Right there.
My traps just grew from that peanut butter.
I saw from that flex that you just did right there. Man, that was amazing. All right. Jags and the Broncos. We've got our predictions coming up later on this hour. We've got our confidence picks coming up here in about 10 minutes.
Yes, we
as
do.
We'll roll through. Everybody had a pretty good week last week. Yep,
Okay,
everyone
good.
did pretty well. Tony and I gave our X factors early in the week, so let's try to pick another one here, Tone, as we give you today's 10-10 take. I mean, what else does he got to do?
10-10.
10-10 take.
Now, Mike Dempsey's 10-10 take. Brightened up by First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
All right, Tom, we'll let you lead off because Tony and I gave Cam Little and I think Patrick McCary, right, Tony,
Yes.
for you,
Okay.
were the ones that we talked about when we had D-Rock in as far as this game goes. That was one of our questions yesterday, but we always look for an X factor on Friday. So who is that guy for you for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I'm going to go with Brenton Strange.
Okay, a lot of people did yesterday.
they?
He was
Well,
probably the most popular pick.
I did a little just digging it, just kind of on game logs and what they've done and against. And tight ends had success against their defense. Not massive. It's not like, Bowers went off, but he had a touchdown. The Washington game, who was their Ertz went off on them big time, 10 for 100 with. So I just feel like maybe there's something there with Brenton Strange in the passing game. I know we're going to need him blocking, but at the same time, I get him involved, get him the ball. He's great after the catch, as we all know. He's tough to bring down, pretty sure-handed, and Brenton Strange is my X factor.
All right, and we did when we asked the question yesterday, you said you had to take Trevor Lawrence, ETN, Jacoby Myers, Josh Hines out of the mix, right? They're like staples you got to count on every single week. So, Tone, other than McCary, who you made a good case for yesterday, who would you add as an X factor here?
I mentioned it at the end of the show yesterday, and as I think about this game this weekend, it's growing in my mind. Right, my expectation for this kind of thing to happen. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to have a monster at some point in this season. Like, I think it's happening with Trevor Lawrence being willing to target him downfield as much as he is right now. One of these weeks, he's going to make all 6 of those catches, and it's going to be for like 150 and a touchdown or two. Right, like it's right on the brink of that kind of thing happening. I think this is a week where it could, because I don't think Surtain necessarily is going to follow him.
I don't either.
Right, in this match. I think it's going to be kind of he's going to play aside more than he would typically in a week. He's just going to play aside. And I think so you can get the matchup you want. They blitz a ton, so it's going to be a lot of one-on-one for Brian Thomas Jr. So I think there's at least the potential for this to be that kind of welcome back to 2025 week for Brian Thomas Jr.
If I'm Denver and I want to disrupt the Jags offense and I'm following a receiver, it's going to be Jacoby Meyers. And now he doesn't usually cover out of the slot, Surtain, so you can move him around and if you're the Jags, but that is part of the chess match of what you're going to have going on here. But I think right now, Jacoby Meyers is so important to everything that they're doing in the passing game. And I think he's opened things back up for Brian Thomas, allowed him to play that style outside the hashes. And if he gets, I think you're right, Tony. I think he could absolutely torch Riley Moss a few times this week if he gets that one-on-one match.
I agree with that. And look, Trev just missed him on the one where he made that great. He missed him. If he throws it a touch earlier, it might have been a touchdown. He had to wait for it just a hair, right? So that could even been better. Now, I don't, man. If you take Surtain and say, okay, you got Myers. I mean, I'd be worried about Brian Thomas. Obviously, you can always throw safety over the top to help you deep. Strange would be interesting. P. Wash, get him involved. You know what I mean? Like
there are a lot of guys.
A lot of guys.
Tim Patrick revenge game.
Yeah.
Could be the Tim Patrick revenge game. And here comes Diami. Oh, never mind. All right. So for me, I could go with Parker Washington, but D-Rock chose him yesterday. Okay. So I will go with whomever plays left tackle for this team. And I'm going to assume it's Cole Van Lanen, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't have any say in that. And a bunch of us were told last week it was going to be Walker Little. And then D-Rock said that Walker Little had like a headache as the week went on, and they didn't know if it was concussion related, and out of an abundance of caution, that's why they held him out. But they told Walker Little last week that he was going to start. Now, is that true a week later after that offensive line doesn't get Trevor hit at all last week? Right. But matching up with Nick Bonito, I think or not letting Nick Bonito wreck this game is the number one thing. And it's not going to be just one guy that shuts him down, but you're going to have your one-on-one opportunities where you're going to have to give Trevor time to step up in the pocket and get rid of the football.
Just put number 36 over to Benito's side and just let him know that the chip's coming, my friend. And
don't
I hope
think
you
that
can
won't be.
I
mean, I think you have to tell him. I think LeQuint's like,
look at him like, yo,
who's
right here?
Right, and then he's going to tell him all about it, right? And that may be the guy. Apparently, he picks a guy out every week.
Yeah,
no, seriously. Like, he picks a guy out like, this is the guy I'm going after. And it's usually the biggest name guy that they've got. I mean, he did it with Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't care.
No, of course.
And why should he, right?
No.
What are they going to do, murder you on the field?
No.
Right? I mean,
no, he's playing the game the right way, man.
Right, only Logan
Violent.
Cook threatens that. Come on.
So who would you put out there, left tackle, against Denver?
I'd play Van Lanen because he's playing well and he's in a groove right now.
I agree.
And I'm not going to mess with
I
it.
wouldn't mess with the whole line. Like I think
I'm with you.
collectively they're really playing.
Right, they're playing
at a high
well.
level.
And that doesn't mean that if you, like, say McCary had an injury, I might move Van Lanen there
Sure.
and put
And
Walker
then put
Little.
Walker
That might
in,
be
yeah.
my best five at that point.
Yeah. And they go heavy a lot, right? 20%
absolutely.
of the time, so
I think you're going to see a
probably need
sixth
'em.
offensive lineman on the field a good percentage of the time. So we'll find out Sunday. And again, I think this coaching staff, this front office, the whole group has earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to their decision-making
I agree
process.
with that.
Not that they haven't made a few mistakes along the way, but every
know.
coaching staff's going to make mistakes. So,
Right.
10-4. That's better than most of us thought they'd get to by the end of the season.
Their last mistake got kicked out of the Jag game with the Jets. See you, Colin.
There you go. Or one of them are man, that poor guy.
I know. I was
Right?
like, what did he? I don't know what he would.
And the funny thing is, the Chiefs fans were clamoring for him to come back.
Right.
Kansas City. Did the Jets claim him? I think they claimed him. Right? Is that how it worked?
I think that's
Did he go on waivers? They just cut him.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I thought they just cut him. But I who knows?
Either way,
Yeah.
the Jets are the ones who got him,
Yeah.
and so which makes me guess that Kansas City, if that were the case, wasn't that interested. But
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I don't wish the guy ill. You know.
No. I just thought it was ironic that he got kicked out.
It was kind of funny. All right, let's come back. He was waived, right? So he got claimed.
was waived.
Yeah,
Okay, they
I
claimed
thought so. I thought that he never got the opportunity to go there. That's the system.
That's
By
right.
the way, he didn't pull a Darius Slay
Right.
and cry about
I don't want to go there.
which, by the way, the whole thing with Darius Slay, right? He was in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
And, like, I'm not the strongest with geography, but people pointed out he was talking about, like, if he left his son in school, he wanted to be close to his son. Buffalo is closer to Pittsburgh than Philadelphia. So that excuse is BS. He wanted to go to Philly. For whatever reasons, he wanted to go to Philly.
Right.
But that excuse did not hold water, apparently. So, anyway, that's their issue.
Good
not
geography,
ours.
Debs.
Well, I
I'm
didn't
assuming you're
verify.
correct.
I
Okay.
didn't verify.
You didn't verify.
No, I didn't. But I saw a lot of people discussing this.
Got it.
and So
Okay.
I'm going to go with the wisdom of the,
The
crowd
people.
on this one. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back with our confidence picks. We got 15 games to select moving forward. I'm sure all of us had Seattle in a overtime comeback last night. Other than that, perfect slate incoming. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for big number one Duval Ford, where it is truck time for the holiday season. It is a great time to buy. Check out Duval Ford's huge selection of brand new F-150s, America's best-selling truck now for over 4 decades. Right now, you can drive home an F-150 with an incredible 0% financing for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days. That's right, 0 interest, no payments until 2026. Your new F-150 is waiting at big number one Duval Ford. How do you get there? You go by 1616 Cassett Avenue or stop by DuvalFord.com today.
Jaguars
Today.
from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Sometimes the secret weapon is the special team.
He's got a big leg. He's got a career-long.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game. Sealed by Superior Plumbing and Pipelining on 1010XL.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Food that's good for you can taste good too. Flame Broiler has protein-packed bowls to fuel your day. Introducing their new chicken avocado salad bowl, made with romaine lettuce, rice, cabbage salad, and topped with a delicious house sesame dressing. It's a bowl full of goodness. Eat in, take out, or catered. Flame Broiler is easy to enjoy. Come in Monday through Sunday for happy hour, 2 to 5 p.m. p.m. for a chicken mini bowl and drink for $6.95 plus tax. 5 area flame broilers to serve you.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Spring will be here before we know it. So give them a call today and upgrade that area that needs it the most. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Big personalities, bold opinions, lunch just got louder. Josie, Matt, and Leon are XL Prime Time from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Any questions? Yeah, when's lunch?
Noon to 2 on 1010 XL.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same-day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open at World Golf Village, providing state-of-the-art screenings and diagnostic exams with no referral required. Same-day appointments are available. Call today or visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. While we've earned the reputation as North Florida and South Georgia's preeminent official Rolex jeweler, it's important to point out that at Underwoods we carry other watches too. We start with Seiko, the most reliable, serviceable watch made for under $500. And they've started making jeweled, self-winding watches again and sports watches you'd have to see to believe. Next, we have Tavan, the Swiss-made ladies and men's and dress and sport watches, and they start at $575. Another name we carry is Tudor, inspired by Rolex with the same founder and owner, the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. And their sport watches and chronographs are the rage in Swiss timekeeping, with new in-house watch movements and exciting new model introductions every year. So if you're interested in watches, we have what you want at Underwoods, and all of our watches carry a 5-year warranty. At Underwoods, in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops upon Avedra.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010 XL.
All right, this is the point in the show on Friday when we tell you who we think is going to win every remaining game yet to kick off in the National Football League, and we rank them in the order of how confident we are in those predictions. We've got 15 games to go this week, so our most confident prediction will be worth 15 points, down to our least being worth 1. Last week, we had 14 games. Is that right? No, we had 15. I'm sorry, 15. I can't do math. Simple math, Tony. Tom McManus went 9-6 last week. Good for 80 points on the week. Hit your top 5 games of the week, Tommy Mac.
All right, beauty.
I went 10-5 last week. Good for 92 points. Also hit my top 5 games of the week. Tony Smith hit his top 6 and went 11-4. Good for 96 points. So with 3 weeks to go, man. Tony at 1172. I'm at 1139.5. And Tommy, you're at 1073.5. You got some serious work to do, sir.
I'm happy I'm over 1,000, man. So this is a win-win for me.
It's a big milestone for you.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
It's tough to judge it. We have no kind of basis on which to judge this. But anyway, that means Tony's going to lead off today. We got 15 games to select. We'll see how we feel about the Jags and where we have them, if in fact we have them winning. Tony.
15 line, I'll take Houston over Las Vegas, Buffalo over Cleveland on the 14, and New Orleans over the New York Jets on the 13-point line.
I'm not making up much ground this week. I've got Houston on the 15-point line, and I would be glad to give those 15 points up. Oh, please give those 15 points up. I would lay the 14.5 before I think I'm going to get the 15. I think that's what the line is. I got Buffalo, like you, Tony, on the 14-point line. I'm taking Philly on the 13-point line against Washington. Tom.
15, I got Duval, baby.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they're going to take care of him. It's going to be a close one, but I'll take it. Let's see, 14, I got Cincinnati going to Miami. And 13, I've got Buffalo on the road.
All right. Jacksonville on top for Tom McManus. Tony Smith.
12-point line, Detroit over Pittsburgh. On the 11, San Francisco over Indianapolis on Monday Night Football, and Philadelphia over Washington on the 10.
All right, I'm going to go with the Saints, like you, just one notch lower on the 12-point line, get the win over the Jets. I've got Cincinnati, like Tom McManus, against Miami, and I have the Detroit Lions beating Pittsburgh as well on the 10-point line. Tom.
12-point line, I got Houston at home, 11, San Fran on the road, 10, Philly on the road.
All right, Tony.
9-point line, Kansas City over Tennessee. 8-point line, Cincinnati over Miami. And on the 7, Minnesota over the New York Giants.
Minnesota. All right, I've got Baltimore over New England on the 9-point line. I'm going to take San Francisco, like you guys, a little bit lower. However, and I'm going to take the LA Chargers against the Dallas Cowboys, worth 7. Tom.
Okay, number 9, I got Baltimore at home. 8, Chargers on the road. 7, Detroit at home.
All right, very similar in that little block there. Tony?
6, I'll take the Chargers over Dallas on the road. On the 5-point line, Carolina over Tampa in a very important NFC South game there. And then on the 4-point line, your Jacksonville Jaguars over the Denver Broncos.
All right, 6-point line, Duval. I'm taking the Jaguars at that spot to win it. You didn't think we were going to get to Friday, and I was going to pick the Denver Broncos. I don't believe. I'll take Kansas City versus Tennessee. Although I'll root for Tennessee, both because A, Tony has Kansas City higher, and B, that would hurt Tennessee's draft position. So let's go Titans this week, and I will take the Chicago Bears against Green Bay on the 4-point line.
I got the Bears on the 6-point line. Number 5, I got Minnesota on the road. Number 4, Tampa Bay taking over Carolina.
Okay. And Tony, last 3.
3, I'll take Baltimore over New England. 2, Atlanta over Arizona. And on the 1-point line, Chicago over Green Bay.
All right, we're all going that way. I realized I didn't put in my 1-point game because I was trying to debate. I just chose it. I'm going to go Arizona over Atlanta, worth 3. I'm taking Minnesota on the 2, and I'm taking Tampa Bay over Carolina in the last spot there. Tommy.
Number 3, I got Tennessee against KC. Number 2, I'm taking the Jets just because I'm taking the Jets. And then number 1, I'm taking Arizona.
Okay.
On the road.
All right. Fine.
I love it just because I'm taking
It's not like New Orleans the world beater by any stretch of the imagination.
I know they've had a little run lately, but
damn the Jets. All right, Tony goes with Houston, Buffalo, New Orleans, Detroit, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Minnesota, the LA Chargers, Carolina, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Atlanta, and Chicago. I've got the Texans, Bills, Eagles, Saints, Bengals, Lions, Ravens, 49ers, Chargers, Jaguars, Chiefs, Bears, Cardinals, Vikings, and Buccaneers. From most to least confident, Tommy rolling with Duval on top. Cincinnati, Buffalo, Houston, San Fran, Philadelphia, Baltimore, the LA Chargers, Detroit, Chicago, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Tennessee over KC, the Jets over New Orleans, and Arizona on the 1-point line over Atlanta. Confidence picks are locked in for another week. We go back to the lines here. Coming up in a few minutes, Tony will take us around the rest of the NFL. Is that Mango on the north side? Mango.
What it says,
Good morning. What's up?
Yeah, hey, how y'all? Hey, I got a quick question. I noticed, like, when I watch the Jags play, I noticed that they don't just target one person a majority of the game. They kind of, like, evenly distribute the ball to different receivers and tight ends and running backs. And so my question is, because of that, does that make it harder for teams to game plan against us or to watch film against us to kind of figure out what we're doing? And that's pretty much my question.
All right, that's a good question, I think.
Great question.
I think, for an example, I think they came out and Jacobe Meyers did a lot of damage against the Jets in the first half. I think the Jets adjusted their coverage a little bit, and the Jags started looking at other places. But I got to believe, look, if you've got a great player that can't be stopped,
Right.
Good luck, right? And we've seen that at times. And now that doesn't mean every single week. But Jamar Chase has those games where you just can't deal with it. Right? Puka Nacua.
Right.
You can't deal with him.
Right.
Yeah, and JSN last night, they didn't throw him the ball in the first half. Couldn't deal with him in the second half. Right? If you got that, it doesn't really matter. The Jags don't have that right now, but they got several really good players, that I think it is tough. And beyond that, like Stafford, he's going to Nacua.
Right.
But he's got all these other guys. They're all, none of them rise anywhere close to the level of Devontae Adams. And when Adams was out, he's just thrown maybe to Mumfield a little bit, to Parkinson, to Ferguson, to whomever, just spreading it around. So I do think it makes it tougher. What you tell us?
Yeah, no, I think it's either way. I mean, we thought Brian Thomas was going to be that kind of guy,
but
right?
He hasn't played.
He hasn't.
Right.
You're right. So then you spread it around. I think it's an advantage to us spreading it around because you're looking for matchups, mismatches, and I think Liam has done a trend. Liam, especially last week, I'm telling you, those crossing routes will totally make your head spin. You're trying to defend them. Zone or man, especially when they have layers of them.
Mm-hmm.
One guy coming from one side, the other guy behind you coming from the other. You're like, who do I have? It's really tough to defend. The only way to defend it is hit the QB. So he can't just stand there and throw the ball on time.
Which Denver is capable of doing.
Which they are capable of doing. So I don't know. I don't know if there's an advantage. I think it's more of an advantage spreading around because there's no one that you can just pin down and say,
if you
take him out, we're
one
done.
guy out, it's not like taking Jamar Chase out of your offense where you're dialing up 12 targets for him.
Right.
We want to get Jacoby Meyers the ball, but we'll get Parker the ball. We'll get Brenton Strange the ball.
Damn right.
We'll throw it to Tim Patrick when he's open.
Baby.
We'll get Brian Thomas the ball. And obviously ETN coming out of the backfield has been a massive
phenomenal.
Weapon, in the receiving game.
Absolutely.
And just overall, what a year he's been having.
The one touchdown where he motioned out and did a fly pattern basically. I mean, what a great call, great throw, great catch.
Great catch.
I mean,
Trevor had a couple of nice catches made by his running backs.
He did
last week, but I'm not saying those are bad balls. He put them into space, go get it.
Yeah,
and they did.
So Stafford had that last night too.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that people were playing above the X's and O's. I'm saying that he's thrown to a spot, and he's trusting his guy is going to get there.
I think the Tootin touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's that play that we've seen before in the league, but it's normally with a tight end where they come on a shallow cross and then they go up the seam, but they switch the tight end for Tootin. It was a beautiful play call. Nobody saw him coming out or anything. My point is, I think quarterbacks, it's not just Trev. Do you throw it inside or I throw it outside of that receiver going on? Because the receiver, when he comes out, he's almost in a weird position when he turns upfield into the seam. You know what I mean? Quentin Morris did it a few games back, and he just missed them. It was just like inside or outside. I don't know. I think it's a tough throw to where do you put that? It's not necessarily a timing type thing because he's coming from the other side of the formation and then up the field. You know what I mean? So I think it's a tougher throw is what I'm getting at than people give it credit for.
I thought the Tootin touchdown though was all scheme. I mean, because you look, ETN goes in motion, right?
Yep.
Like he's gonna, and they had just thrown it to him in the flat. And then he runs back like he's going to come back in. And all eyes were just following ETN. And then he comes back out to the left flat and whoosh.
Right.
That whole defense went, and that's where Tootin exploited that crack right there.
Correct. But my point is what was innovative was replacing
the
tight end with Tootin.
No, I'm not. I think we're arguing the same point, basically. Just Liam Cohen's right now in his bag, as the kids like to say, and doing quite well with it. All right, we'll take a time out here. We'll come back, and Tony will take us around the National Football League and get us caught up on what other poorer teams are doing right now as we give out contract extensions to Jacoby Meyers, and who knows who's coming up next. 2 segments to go. You're listening to Jaguars Today on a Keys to Victory Friday here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. You know what? Beautiful weather out today, but it doesn't matter what the weather is. If it's a little cooler, you want a little something to warm you up, Dandy's got that. If you want to head right to the fresh case, enjoy some of the AC at your local Daly's place, you can absolutely do that as well. As you head there, you're going to find a great selection of Dandy items made by a local family. The Thompson family started the Dandy Corporation about 70 years ago, and they have a commitment to quality, the highest quality ingredients, Delivered fresh practically daily around the First Coast. Great variety, prices kept in check, and it all adds up to a fantastic menu for you, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, anytime, snacking in between, protein packs, veggie trays, fruit cups, light lunchtime wraps, gourmet salads, the classic line of sandwiches and subs, and a full breakfast menu. Dandy's got your back all over Duval. They're the name to know when you're hungry. Do what I do. Go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Superior products, exceptional service. Listen for live bowl games all bowl season on Jacksonville's Bowl Station, 1010XL.
It's a Friday bowl doubleheader starting at noon with the Myrtle Beach Bowl, followed by the Gasparilla Bowl at 3:30 on 1010 AM.
Happy holidays, Googans. Santa Day and here. It's the holiday season, and that means hopefully more off time with the fam. Need a solid gift idea for the spouse or a specific family member? Beaches Dermatology can ensure that your special someone gets a great gift that won't break the bank and won't go hidden in a drawer. Botox, skin treatments, you name it, they have it. Take care of that spouse of yours this holiday season with a gift from Beaches Dermatology. Call today or go online at beachesdermatology.com.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Life's full of thrills, like fixing what's broken and hearing it roar back to life. But for the accident attorneys at Farah & Farah, one thrill beats them all.
It's the thrill of the win. When the team moves as one, every hand, every step, on point, putting in the hours, reviewing every detail, because the client deserves that. And when I've gotten to say, you're good, we've got it covered, that's the payoff. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah & Farah, Jacksonville.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Frank Frangie for Lee & Kate's Glass, still family-owned and in business for 100 years. When they say you're going to see a big difference, that's for everything. Custom showers and spas, tabletops, mirrors, even replacing foggy windows, all at a more affordable price. And with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed, Lee & Kate's Glass is your best choice. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Really want to light up the night this New Year's Eve? Superior Fireworks on Blanding Boulevard has something for everyone on any budget. Their holiday sale is happening right now. Shop early and save big on their massive selection of quality fireworks. Don't get stuck with the same old this year. Let Superior Fireworks help you customize an amazing celebration with fountains, shells, repeaters, and grand finale racks. Visit the store in Orange Park or online at superiorfireworks.com.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, coming down the stretch here, Jaguars Today. We'll be off next Friday, day after Christmas, Tommy.
Yeah.
We were just discussing what are we going to do with our picks. We'll just email them to each other on Wednesday. We'll keep track of them that way. And that way we'll have all 16 games.
No tail of the tape.
To chew on.
You want no tape?
I think you should, but make a 3-minute video and post that, and I'll retweet it.
Okay.
All right?
All right, I will.
That'll be perfect.
All right, perfect.
There you go. Here's Tom McManus.
Down the tape,
everybody.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yo.
I got all the checks going to the Jags here. But
It'll be over in like 20 seconds.
hey, check. Quarterback, check. Hey, we're playing. I mean, we're playing Phillip Rivers next week.
That's
so
right.
It
Check,
quite
check,
possibly
check.
may go down the list like that. All right. Why don't we go around the National Football League?
Now, Gems Around the NFL. Brought to you by Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Indianapolis head coach Shane Steichen said yesterday that quarterback Anthony Richardson, who got in a limited practice yesterday for the Colts, will not be activated before their Monday night game against San Francisco this week, but it does sound like it could happen before the end of the year for him. Baltimore quarterback Lamar Jackson was a full participant in practice yesterday after missing Wednesday due to an illness. Carolina wide receiver Teteroa McMillan was a full participant in practice on Thursday after missing practice Wednesday, being listed with foot and ankle injuries. Atlanta tight end Kyle Pitts was limited in practice on Thursday, popped up on the injury report with a knee injury. Wide receiver Drake London limited for a second day in a row. Kansas City wide receivers Rashee Rice and Tyquan Thornton both missed practice on Thursday. Both are in the league's concussion protocol. Chicago has ruled out wide receivers Roma Dunze and Luther Burden for their game tomorrow against Green Bay. Running back DeAndre Swift has been listed as questionable for the game. And on the other side for the Packers, running back Josh Jacobs will be a game-time decision, but the reports today are indicating that he will be giving it a go tomorrow for the Packers.
Yeah, that's basically what he's done the second half of the season.
Yep.
Not practice much and play, and generally play pretty well as well. All right, why don't we get to some keys to victory on this Friday here? And I'll start one here by just saying this is a game somewhat about mindset to me, right? You cannot go up against this Denver defense and go, oh, we're Surtain, we can't throw it near. No. It's okay to go after Surtain a couple of times. You got to be smart about it. But I think Trevor Lawrence needs to continue to be as aggressive as he has been throwing the ball downfield with the if he throws it with the accuracy he's been throwing it. It's not going to matter who's lining up on the other side of the ball. You're going to find open receivers on every play in the National Football League. Can you block it up front? That's going to be a big part of it. But beyond that, if you do, obviously, if you can't protect, you're going to have a long day. But this can't be run, pass on 3rd and 7. You got to attack this Denver Bronco defense and play as mentally free as Trevor has played over the last month or so.
I think the rush plan for the Jaguars defense has to be really disciplined this week against Bo Nix. He's an effective runner, but not a volume runner, right? A little over a quarter of his rushing attempts, when you look at him, have resulted in a first down so far this season. So trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to phrase this as a key. I do think it is about the rush discipline for the Jaguars is really what it's about. I would don't give up more than one first down in this game for Bo Nix just taking off and making something happen with his legs, right? Like, I think that's kind of where this lands for me in my mind. That would take any of the QB sneaks out of consideration for this kind of thing. It would take kind of touchdowns out of it. That's their own thing, right? If he does that a couple times in the game, that's obviously bad, right? You're not going to win a whole lot if you're allowing those to be converted for that. But I think you keep him under 2 times this game where he doesn't run on 3rd and 6 for a first down when your defense did everything else right. I think that's a big key for a game that I expect to be tight between these two this week.
I think for both defenses, they got a key there. You can't let Trevor hurt you with his legs either, and he can do that for sure. I'm going back to the nose guard. I know they've been very good against the run, but I also know when you go against a 3-4, you got to get that nose guard moving. Got to get him back a little bit. Got to get him side to side and make cuts on him. Get him out of the way. It's going to be Hainsey. It's going to be McCary, and it's going to be Ezra Cleveland being very physical and getting that guy. You got to push him off a little bit, and then everything else will fall into place.
All right, for me, this is going to be about the edges of the blocking scheme here on this next key, right? It's you got your 5 guys. The guys you talked about are very important, Tom, but how often do you play 6 offensive linemen, whether that's, assuming Cole Van Lanen starts, Walker Little or Chuma Adoga, it's Quentin Morris chipping guys on the edge. It's LaQuint Allen getting that hit on Nick Bonito that slows him just enough for Trevor to step up in the pocket. You're not going to block these guys all day one-on-one. You're just not. They're very good. You can't block Josh Hines Allen one-on-one all day, right? They've got several guys who can get after the quarterback, and I think the secondary level, you get beat, your teammates got your back. I think they're going to have a very effective plan, and if by the third quarter these guys are looking for it, that's going to slow them down that half step to give you that extra time to run your offense and go about your business. So I just think the other pieces in the blocking scheme are going to be important this week. Tone?
Yeah, Josh Hines Allen being sick this week makes me nervous for the Jags pass rush because it's a difficult matchup even without anything else going on, right, for your football team. The Broncos, as we've mentioned a couple times already, Bo Nix has been sacked 16 times all year long to this point. The Jags are on a streak where they're getting really good pressure. Right, like they've been doing that for the last month or so. They've been really good in that regard. This is not a game where I expect the Jags to get a bunch of sacks. I don't think they match up very well, right, with that Denver offensive line. But I will say, if we're talking about keys to the game, I think if they get 4 in this game, they win. Right, like I think if the Jags are able to get that level of pressure in this game, that they win this game when everything is said and done. But like I said, Josh Hines Allen being sick this week, now going to the atmosphere up there, and it does make me nervous because he is kind of the engine that makes any of it work along that defensive front for the Jags, and I don't know how much he's going to be affected by any of this by the time we get to game time.
Yeah, my next key is Trayvon Walker. He's very good against the run. He's been disruptive. I just want to see him more. I know the club's been a problem, but that should be getting better now. And sidebar, listen, I hope Anthony Campanelli stays aggressive. Like you talked about, run, pass, don't be falling into that. Sure. Same other side, like attack these guys. Attack the run game, attack Bo Nix. Don't just sit back and think you get there with 4. You're going to have to manufacture some pressure, so do it. You've been very creative with safety blitzes, linebacker blitzes, getting Lloyd involved. I also want to see B.J. Green II off the bench a couple times. Give him a little run at those tackles, see if he can get by him. But, we need those things to happen.
All right, one more time around. I will say you want to turn back the clock in some aspects, but not in others. You want to turn back the clock to that feeling in '96 when you went in there and you beat the Denver Broncos and you shocked the world. And I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the same level. I think there's a growing respect for the Jags, but the Broncos are the number 1 seed in the AFC. But the part that I don't want to go back to is Devin Lloyd's old habits of struggling to cover guys and Evan Ingram looking like a weapon in the passing game. He's been a very ineffective, very pedestrian guy, under 10 yards a catch this year. He's been almost an afterthought a lot of times, but I would imagine he's going to be geared up to play his former team. Not that the Jags did anything wrong to Evan Ingram, and I would think that there are going to be times when Devin Lloyd's going to be the guy, whether it's in zone or man, who's responsible for Evan Ingram crossing the middle of the field, and I want to win that matchup all day on Sunday.
Heard him.
I think the Jags have had 3 players that at some point this season have had a magical play, right? And it's really helped them. I think they need one of those 3 guys to have another one of those kind of things this week. And the 3 guys I would mention would be Devin Lloyd, who we've seen do that. He's been so good just taking the ball away from opponents. Cam Little, and the atmosphere up there may give him the opportunity to do that kind of thing in this particular matchup, in Parker Washington. Right, somewhere in that special teams thing, making something happen that's beyond the X's and O's. If we can plan for this, right, like you kind of assume we're going to handle that part of the game pretty well from a Denver side. We have our plan. You blow that plan up, and I think you only have to do it once for it to be a big difference maker again in a game that I expect to be, it's a 3-point line. For the Broncos, that's about right in my head. Like, I think this is that tight of a game this weekend between these 2 teams. So I think one big play from one of these guys that has had a big moment at some point this season, do it one more time for them to have their best chance to win this weekend.
Yeah, and I'm looking at number 36, LeQuinn again. Not for his blocking, but for his kickoff return. He had a nice kickoff return last week. We need to see that again. Flipping that field helps a ton, man. Getting it to the 50 or nearby it, man, that's just a great start for your offense. So he should get some good returns.
DJ Dallas probably going to be the guy back there, you would think, as well with him. It's cool to see. He grew up a Jag fan.
Yeah, right. I saw that.
In Brunswick.
Yeah,
so he gets to make a mark on that franchise he rooted for.
Beauty.
Perhaps this weekend. All right, we'll come back with our final predictions on Jags, Broncos. Maybe look at a few of your keys as well and get you ready for XL Primetime coming up next year on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Now, the Florida Gator Report on 1010XL, brought to you by San Jose Collision.
Former five-star quarterback DJ Lagway reportedly will be entering the NCAA transfer portal. Lagway was ESPN's #1 dual-threat quarterback in the class of 2024. Lagway threw for 2,264 yards with 16 touchdowns and 14 picks during his sophomore season. With Lagway leaving, new head coach John Summerall will now take his pick to find the next Gators quarterback.
Custom Home Builders. Fed up with your electrical and low voltage companies that ghost you mid-project, sparking delays? Unreliable subs and poor electrical work that derails your schedules? Denny Thompson here for Tyson Inc., experts in seamless electrical services for your custom builds. Pre-construction planning, integration, and installation, no hassle. Your homeowners will love the new Tyson showroom. Home builders team up with Tyson for your next home building project. TysonInc.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Coach Campo here, and I just want to tell you about the best pizza I've had right here in Duval, and that's Tony D's Pizza. Tony works hard to make every slice perfect. If you love pizza like I do, you need to go to Tony D's, Bay Meadows and 295.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pest Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPestServices.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service. On 1010XL.
All right, coming down the final few minutes of Jaguars Today. Big Christmas party for the office tonight.
Yeah,
Tommy
man.
Mac, give them my regards.
I will.
I'll be working tonight.
My wife and I are going to stop by. We got another event we're going to, but we're going to stop by and see everybody. Say hello.
Are you going to wear your Santa outfit?
No.
Oh, I thought that was the dress code. No, Dylan told me that was the dress code.
I don't dress up for stuff, really.
Head to toe. Head to toe.
Not
Head to toe.
Yeah. I'm going to Rock and Roll show tonight, so I don't think I'm going to show up in Santa elf gear.
Rockin' Santa.
Right.
All right. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all, particularly the Meyers family, who I hope. I don't know what Jacoby. I don't know what Jacoby's whole family situation is, but extra presents under the tree this year.
Oh, big time.
For sure. All right. Our prediction for the game. I've been saving this one all week long. All right. Okay. No, I'm going first this week.
Should.
I got jumped last week on my score, which, by the way, Tony and I both gave 31-13. That was the score with 10:57 remaining in the third quarter.
Kidding.
Okay. Tied at 27. Okay. Cam Little kicks a 69-yard NFL record walk-off as the Jags post the same 30-27 score that's been eating away at Bronco fans' inside since the 1996 playoffs. Suck it, Bronco fans!
Savage.
30-27.
You're a savage.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Tony Smith.
Jaguars, like I said, tight, 23-22. Over the Denver Broncos, and I could see the last second field goal as well being the difference in this game. But yeah.
Altitude, Cam Little, look out, baby. Yeah. Kickoff, we're in field goal range. All right.
Well, mine's not going to be that exciting because it's close to Tony's.
Unlike your mouth and the mic. Yes.
You're very hard on me these days.
Oh, my gosh, Thomas.
Very hard on
I
me.
know.
I'm trying.
I'm
trying. I have ADD.
You're all
I got ADD. I'm like, hey.
I know.
I'm only kidding.
All right.
I think last second field goal. I think the Broncos are up 21-20. And the little man Cam knocks it through for a 23-21 victory.
Tony had what you have?
23-22.
Ooh. Yeah. Tom has much more confidence in the defense. Right. He's going to hold him down. That's much more. Denmark, what do you got for Sunday? Jags Broncos.
I like the Broncos by 2.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Why did I go?
I think the home team is going to pull it out somehow.
Look, it's not outrageous to think Denver can win this game, but there's no way.
Close one too.
I'm not putting that mojo out into the world, man.
Yeah.
4:05 kick on Sunday, ready to roll. Let's go.
Yep.
You know, as good as it gets. All right, are we ready to go out to where are we going? Leonard Truck Accessories? Is that where the XL Primetime crew is hanging out? Let's check it out.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Joe Cowart and the crew at Leonard Truck Accessories. Joey, what's going on out there today?
Dude, it's all about dudes because, you got the testosterone that flows through this Leonard Truck Accessories showroom, that's for sure. And they got everything set up outside and front. You got a chance to win Gator National Championship basketball tickets as they take on Georgia. You got plenty of other opportunities to save big. They're giving away cool prizes here at Leonard's Truck Accessories. And Mike, if it's like right before Christmas, you always think of the people on your list that you got to shop for, but you can't help but think for yourself. Maybe I want to get something like that. That's going to be my present to me. You know how that goes.
Absolutely. Or that's going to be my wife's present to me because I'm going to buy it and she'll put a bow on it and that will be the end of that. So
hey, there's nothing better than letting them feel good about getting you exactly what you want.
All right. Well, I know you're going to get into Jags Broncos and the college football playoff a lot, Joey, but I know you're a bowl watcher for various reasons. Western Michigan versus Kennesaw State. Who'd you have?
Kennesaw, and it's funny because Kennesaw, we started zeroing in on them. The son-in-law, who's trying to move up in the power rankings, turned me on to Kennesaw State, and so it's given me some good, some bad. But Mike, right now in the college bowl world, you can't bet on anything anymore because you don't know who's going to enter the transfer portal, who's already checked out, who's going to be able to field a team. It is harder and harder to bet on these bowl games.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you refrain from doing that as Western Michigan's up 27-0 here in the early second quarter. Joey.
Listen, I was looking at the total, and I was on the Kennesaw State side.
Same.
Hey, you know what? It's early. It's early. You and the degenerate Denmark. All right. You guys have a great show, Joe.
All right, man. Thanks.
Appreciate it. XL Primetime coming your way. Tommy Mack, have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
We won't see you next week. We'll share your picks on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But, have a good week with Helmets and Heels.
Can I throw something out
Please
there?
do.
On Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m., I'll be at the Wobbly Whale in St. Augustine pouring drinks in honor and to benefit the Tom Coughlin J Fund.
Nice.
So come on out and have
Where's
a
the
few
Wobbly
pops.
Whale located?
It's right on US 1, just south of Palencia. So I think it's on the northern part of St. Augustine.
Yeah, Jacksonville people can Uber their way on down.
That's right.
And have a designated driver, please.
Yeah, no
you'll
doubt.
You'll be the Wobbly Whale.
I don't want to be wobbling
walking
after
out.
the whaling.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Tony Smith, I will see you Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Dylan Denmark, have a good weekend.
Thank you as well.
Despite your prediction, we don't like it one bit. We'll talk to you Sunday on game day for your Jacksonville Jaguars kicking off at 4:05 right here in your home for Jacksonville Jaguar football. 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors